hill, and we kind of went up the hill a little bit, and then he just grabbed me and kissed me. Oh my god. What's up, CareBears? Welcome to another video. Welcome to another video. Welcome to another video. Oh. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Hope you had an amazing weekend. It is a new video, okay? And today is going to be a juicy tea spilling story time. But before we get into the story time, make sure if you're watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe right now, like this video, and touch that notification bell.
I'm not playing with you.
Now, y'all already know that all my story times are always juicy, y'all. So make sure y'all get y'all teacups, okay? Because I will be spilling some tea. Hold a second. Make sure y'all have y'all teacups ready, honey. Yes, so in today's story time, y'all already know what I'm going to be talking about because y'all see the title. But before I get into that, the baddie sauce is still on sale, okay? So make sure you click the link in the description and use the code FALL to get 20% off, okay? It's on sale. Get it while it's on sale, girl. And also make sure that you download the Fetch app. That link is also in my description down below. Download the Fetch app so you can get points every time you scan your receipt. It can be any receipt, girl. You could buy some pantyhose, girl. You could buy some pad, girl. You could buy some sugar, some rice. Anywhere that you buy something and you get a receipt, you can scan your receipt and get points. And you can use those points to buy gift cards. So you can buy gifts for the holidays, okay? Period. So click the link down below and get the Fetch app, okay? Period. Okay, so this story time. Oh, I don't want to get a little bit emotional talking about this story time because something really tragic happened. Girl. All that noise in the back, girl. Girl, something.
Are you serious to me right now?
Okay, something really tragic happened during this incident that I'm gonna tell you about, and it just got me really emotional. And as y'all can see by the title, I'm gonna be talking about my first love, my first true love, the one that got away. So, some of y'all have heard a little bit of this story before because I've told like little parts here and there, but y'all haven't heard the whole story. So I'm going to tell y'all the whole story. So make sure you have a little snack, make sure you have a little tea to sip on, girl, and get comfortable, okay? So where do I even start from? In every video I ask y'all, where do I even start from? The beginning, of course. So that's where I'm going to start. So I met this guy. So first of all, my first true love was a guy, okay? So I met this guy on a app. So at the time I lived in Jamaica, and there was this app where you could go on there to chat with people. So it was a chat. You could go on there to chat with people. Now you have regular people who go on there, regular straight people who go on there to meet men, go on there to meet boys go on there to meet girls, and girls go on there to meet boys. But they had a specific part, which was a secret part, where boys go on there to meet boys.
Yeah.
and the chat was called the discrete chat within the chat was called Boys, and that's where I went in there and I met this guy. So I'm not going to tell y'all his real name, but his chat name was Neo. So not, it wasn't spelled like the singer Neo, it was spelled the Jamaican way, Niyuh. That was his name. And I just remember us talking all the time, meeting in the room just to talk. And we were meeting in the room and we were talking, a lot of other different people were in there, but it would just always be this kind of chemistry between me and Neo in the chat, right? So we spoke in the chat for weeks until we eventually gave each other exchange numbers, and then we started texting. So we text every day, communicate, and our bond just started to grow closer and closer, and we decided to finally meet up. We first of all, so if y'all already know, in Jamaica, well, back in them times, I mean, it's still kind of that way right now, but back in them times when I was living in Jamaica, when I think I was like 17 or 18, somewhere between 16, 17, 18, homophobia was like on a rampage. Like, you have to be like so down low, so discreet. So I was kind of shy to meet this guy because, first of all, we didn't exchange pictures or nothing. So we didn't know what each other looked like.
Lord have mercy.
So we were going off of descriptions, because we gave each other descriptions. We were going off of that. So we didn't actually know what each other looked like. Dumb, right? With all the catfishing that's going on. But anyways, this was Jamaica, and I was a little bit, I was anxious, but I was like really scared. So when we finally decided that we were going to meet up, we decided we were going to meet up at the Oak Gardens. Now, Oak Gardens is like a garden. It's like you could say it was a park, but it was like a garden with all these beautiful flowers, and everybody would go there and walk and see these different kind of statues and stuff like that. And I think they did have like a go-kart section where you could do go-kart. And it was a big park though. It was a big park. So we decided to meet there, and we met there, and I just remember seeing him and just being wowed. Like, I was just wowed. So let me give you all a quick description. He was a model. So he was tall, brown skin. He had hair that he did into these this little twist thing. There was this trend in Jamaica that was going around where the men would do this little twisting with their hair. It was really cute. He was tall. He was so tall, and he had a model-esque body. He wasn't extremely skinny, but he was toned. And he was really tall, he was really handsome, and he was just, you would call him a pretty boy. And wow, let me tell you what I was really wowed about. He had this like amazing bone structure. Like, his bone structure was just so structured, and I was in love. So anyways, we met, we had a great time. I remember the conversation being really good. Same like what we had online. I remember him liking me, liking how I look, everything. And I remember us finding a corner, and we was walking, and there was this hill, and we kind of went up the hill a little bit, and then he just grabbed me and kissed me. Oh my God. I remember the feeling of that till this day. And that was how many years ago? Probably like 20 years, 18 so years ago. Somewhere around there. Somewhere from 16 to 18 years ago. And I still remember that feeling of me just feeling fear. There was a little bit of fear because I was hoping that nobody saw what we were doing, but then there was just this excitement, and then I was feeling butterflies. If you ever felt butterflies, you know that there's a true feeling there, or you're just being swept off your feet. And yes, I felt that butterflies all through me. You know, like the butterflies that I'm talking about is like when you're, you know, like when you're on a roller coaster and you feel that rush. That's what I felt. And that date was just so amazing. And from that day, we became boyfriends. From that very day, we became boyfriends. And I just remember going home and re just going through the motions of what happened. I just can't, and I just could not believe that I have a boyfriend and that he was just so sweet and so attractive and so amazing. And I remember even trying to remember what he smelled like that day when I went home. Y'all know y'all first date or y'all first kiss or even the first time y'all had sex. Y'all remember that kind of stays with you.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes, so we were when I got home, we spoke. We would mostly text. And then as it went on in the relationship, we would like do stuff here and there, but we didn't get to see each other as much. So I think one time he came over my house. My parents wasn't there. My dad wasn't there. Craig was there. So Craig was the only one, and Craig knew. And he came over to my house. We relaxed. I think I went to go meet him. I walked to the bus stop to go meet him because the bus stop was like probably 1 or 2 blocks away from my actual house. So I walked to the bus stop to go meet him and brought him back to the house, and we chilled and watched some movies. We did not have sex.
What? That is shocking.
But we did do a little something of the something, girl. But let me just say that he had, well, I'm sure he still has it. He has 3 legs.
Damn.
Okay? Not 2, not 1, but 3. 3, dos. On de te. 3 legs, okay?
Girl, get up. Girl, get up. Girl, get up. Girl, get up again.
And when I tell you that was going nowhere down there. No, ma'am. No. It went up here, though. When I tell you, though, but he was so sweet. He was so patient and stuff like that. And with me, even when it takes a while for me to actually have sex with you, because having sex is just so, I don't know. Ooh, the cup, y'all.
Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. The battery died. I had to change it. So what was I saying? So yeah, I'm not the type to have sex really quick. Even when I'm in a relationship, I like to wait a little bit. So yeah, we did not have sex. But when I tell you, we kissed all day. And that's what I love. I love foreplay. So we kissed all day. We just enjoyed each other's company, and it was amazing. So he left before anybody came home, and it was so amazing. It was so amazing until it got not amazing, girl. So, and this is where it gets interesting, and I'm sure you guys have heard a little bit of this part that I'm about to say now. But you know, in Jamaica, so you have with the phones, the mobile phones, right? So with the service that my mobile phone was on, it's called Digicel. So how the phone services work in Jamaica is you have to put you have to put money on the phone in order to make calls, and even I think receive calls and send texts. So you have to have money on your card to do so. Now they did have this program where they had like peak season and off peak season or something like that, whatever. And it was basically like, I think it was probably, was it on the weekends or was it during the week? I think it was on the weekends where at a certain time you can make unlimited calls, and you wasn't gonna be charged for it. But basically the phone companies in Jamaica, they don't have unlimited data. So you have to pay as you go along. Yeah, that's how you do it. So I'm saying that to say that I had a house phone, so I would talk to my boyfriend on my cellular phone, and I would also call him on the house phone. Because the house phone, the payment thing was set up different. You pay like one amount for the month, and you can make unlimited calls on the house phone, the landline. So I used to call him on the landline or whatever. Now, at the time when I used to do stuff like that, my dad wasn't there. He was away working. And my stepmom was the one who was there, so she would always hear me talking on the phone. Well, I didn't do it that much, but she would hear me talking on the phone, and she would be curious to find out who I'm talking to. So she wouldn't know because I wouldn't basically tell her. She just, I guess, made an assumption, and I guess she probably heard the person's voice, overheard the person's voice on the phone. Either she did that or she picked up the other phone in her room and listened and snooped on our conversation.
The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this? Very delicious. Hold on.
But anyways, child, when my dad finally came home from wherever he was out of the country. She ratted on me basically and told him that I was on the phone talking to a guy. And my father is very homophobic, and I guess she was homophobic at the time. She was homophobic too at the time or whatever. So she told him, and they confiscated my phone. Okay. They contacted my boyfriend and threatened him and told him that he cannot have any more contact with me. He should not call me. He should not text me. And this is over. Okay? And a lot more happened after that. Like, as in, my father and my stepmother took me to go see a pastor to try to get the gay out of me and all of that. But I don't want to talk about all of that right now. Y'all already know parts of that anyways. I just want to focus on my boyfriend. So when he did that, so I had no contact with my boyfriend at all. So we were basically broken up because I had no contact. I didn't have my phone, nothing. My boyfriend got threatened that he was going to get killed.
You cannot be for real. Oh my God, you for real? No, you for fake. No, you for real.
My father threatened him and told him that he was going to kill him if he ever tried to contact me. So I had no contact with him or nothing. And I was terrified. I was terrified because, one, this was somebody that I was truly I was in love with them. I was basically in love with them at that point. And I feel like our relationship was getting better. It was so perfect. And he was just the perfect guy in my eyes. And so I was mad and terrified about that. But then I have to be thinking about my father stressing me out because of my sexuality and telling me that I can't stay in the house if I'm gay and all of that and all of that. So everything was happening. So, but in the back of my mind, all I wanted to do was just be with my boyfriend. That's all I wanted to do. But I knew that wasn't a reality at that moment. I knew that I just had to play the game and act like I was not gay anymore to stay in my father's house. And because I wasn't working at the time, I didn't have anywhere to go. So I played the game, and let me fast forward a little bit. So I eventually moved out of my father's house and was on my own working and stuff like that. But I was also going to school because they have this thing in school called CXC, where you basically take so you take these exams, right? And they give you these grades. 1 is the highest, 2 is a good score, 3 is a pass but it's not good, and 4 is a fail. So I had got a 3 in like math and another subject, so I wanted to go back to get a 2 or a 1 in those subjects, if y'all get what I mean. So the school that I was going to, it so happened that my ex-boyfriend also went to the school. Now, we weren't in the same class, but we were on the same campus. And I happened to just bump into him one day.
Wow.
So, at this time, I wasn't living with my father or nothing. So, I bumped into him, we started talking or whatever, and we never really started hanging out, but I would see him anytime I go to school, and I would have a conversation with him, and then I just had a serious conversation, and I made him know that I am still in love with him, I still want to be with him, there's nobody else I want to be with. But at that time, even though I was free from my dad, and I was doing whatever I want to do because I had my own place and I was working, he was just terrified. He was terrified to even give it another chance. And I understood because my father literally threatened him and told him that he was going to kill him. So that was probably kind of dramatizing for him. And not dramatizing, traumatizing. Girl, what is going on? So I understood, but I was like really hurt. I was really hurt because I'm like, this is the first guy that I basically told everything. I shared everything with. I was in love with this guy, and now we can't be together because of this man that just ruined my life. And I was so, I don't know. I was so out of it. And even to this day, I still wonder, like, what would have happened if we were still together? Would we still be together, or what would have happened? Because he was literally perfect. Like, he was my first true love. He was definitely the one that got away. And I don't know. He was just perfect. And now he lives in America now. I think we're Facebook friends. And we have spoken here and there. He has like said stuff like under my pictures or like my pictures here and there. But we just don't have that bond anymore. We don't. And I don't know if I don't think he has any resentment against me because of what my father did. But I just feel like he was just like so scared that he just like would never try to get involved with me again. But yeah. So yeah, that's how that went. If y'all want another story time where I get more into, you know what, I'm writing a book anyway, so all of that is going to be in the book that I write. So look out for that book. I'm actually, what I'm doing right now with the book is like I'm breaking down the chapters, how the chapters are going to be. And then I am going to full on out start writing the chapters. I'm just trying to make sure that I have it in order and that I'm trying to get my thoughts in a stage where I can just freely just express everything, because I'm going to get really emotional while I'm writing. So I just want to get into a mind frame where I could just do that. So yeah, but I definitely want to work on that and have that. But you know what, when it comes to the book and stuff like that, it's really a lot that goes into play, because you have to get publishing and all of that. I got to decide if I want to do a hard copy or I want to do a paperback. I think that's what they call it. So yeah, but definitely is definitely coming. And yeah, Neo, if you see this video, you were my first true love. And sorry it turned out the way that it turned out, but yeah. Hi. Not me get emotional, but guys, that's it for this video. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. I don't know why I'm getting emotional, but bye guys. Mwah.